844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and Jacob Imrani is here. Jacob, funny meeting you here. I just saw you at the Luka game Monday night.
Yes.
You and the boys were there. Fantastic night.
What a night.
Yeah,
What a night.
it was
What a
fun.
night.
It was fun. So we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about everything else going on. But in the meantime, are you a Saturday Night Live fan by chance, Jacob?
I am.
Okay. So I'm glad Ireland's not here because he would probably get all these answers correct. He is a Saturday Night Live junkie like me. I am going to give you 35 athletes or people from sports have hosted Saturday Night Live over the years. I'm going to give you two names. You tell me which one did host Saturday Night Live. Did host Saturday Night Live. Okay, so I'll keep score here. We got Jacob, got Andy, got Bergman, and got Brian. Here we go. Number one, Andy Roddick or Martina Navratilova. Which one hosted Saturday Night Live, Jacob?
Andy Roddick.
Andy Roddick. Andy.
Andy Roddick.
Andy Roddick. Bergman.
Roddick.
Roddick. And Brian.
Andy.
Andy is the correct answer. Yes, Martina Navratilova never did host. Number two, Michael Phelps or Simone Biles. Michael Phelps or Simone Biles. Which one hosted Andy?
I'm going Simone.
Simone? Bergman?
Phelps.
Phelps. Roger 7. Bob Uecker or Harry Carey. Which one did host Saturday Night Live? We will go to our leader. That is Andy. Andy, what do you think? Uecker or Harry Carey?
I think Euchre.
Says Uecker. Bergman.
Yeah, Euchre because of Mr. Belvedere.
Uecker. Brian.
Harry Carey.
Harry Carey. And Jacob.
I'll go Euchre.
Euchre is the correct answer. Yeah, Harry Carey never did host, and you're right. It probably was around Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah.
All right, only two left. Andy's got a lead, 6. Bergman, 5. Jacob, 4. And Brian, 3. Number 8 is this. George Foreman or Muhammad Ali? Which one did host? George Foreman or Muhammad Ali, Andy?
Foreman.
Says Foreman. Bergman.
Foreman.
Foreman. Brian.
Ali.
Ali. And Jacob.
I have no choice. We got to go against.
Got to go Ali, yeah. And unfortunately, you are out. The correct answer is George Foreman. So it is a 2-horse race with one left. Andy 7 and Bergman 6. The last one.
Yeah, I got to go opposite. Got it.
Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell?
Ooh,
Wilt
that's
Chamberlain
tough.
or Bill Russell? Andy, which one did host Saturday Night Live?
Bill Russell.
Yeah, I'm going with
You go the
Chamberlain.
other way,
Both
and
of them seem like not good hosts.
The correct answer, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
I
Bill
actually
Russell
knew that from a
hosted
documentary.
early
Yeah.
in the run.
Yep.
That means Andy takes
Yeah.
Game of Games.
Wow.
Tiebreaker just for fun. How many episodes of Saturday Night Live have there been in the last 50 years?
Oh, my God.
Just throw a number out. 50 seasons.
I'm trying to do the math,
Yeah.
in my head.
I'm going to say 1,002.
Okay, Andy?
1220.
Brian?
959.
Jacob?
3,000.
The correct answer. Brian takes the point there. It's 980 episodes.
I said
980.
1,002.
Yeah.
959.
Which was closer? He said 959. You said 1,002. 980. Who's close? Well, I don't know. It's a tiebreaker.
22
We're
one
doing it
way.
for
And,
fun. I
yeah.
don't know.
It's all, yeah. I mean,
I win either way.
Yeah, Andy takes the point.
I want to win the tiebreaker. I think it's actually, you might be 21 to 22, so I think you did get it.
So there you have it, Andy. Congratulations. And Jacob Imrani's here. So, Jacob, Monday night was like a really cool night at Crypto, huh?
Yeah, you and I both went on Saturday,
Yes.
thinking that Luka was going to play on Saturday.
Maybe, yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Nope.
So we had to come back Monday.
Yep.
And wow, it was just so electric.
Did
there.
you get one of the 77 shirts?
I ended up actually taking. There was only one that I could find anywhere
In the suite, yeah?
there was just one left.
Yeah, so you did get one.
I got one.
Yeah, I got one as well. I think they're going to be collector's items, don't you? This is the
I hope
T-shirt
so.
from the first night of Luka Doncic.
Let me tell you, I have T-shirts way back to the Kobe days.
Do you really?
Where they
Yeah.
had the 24 and all that, and my wife continues to want to put it in a box
No,
and kind of send it out just because they're all double XL and none of us fit in it.
you know what's funny? I over the holidays I cleaned out my closets, and it's amazing the amount of stuff that
Yeah.
I took out of there. I like 5 big garbage bags of stuff that I'm going to bring to Goodwill. but some of it was like old school stuff that would never ever fit me again. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your wife is no Adele, because Adele was apparently hoarding these shirts.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, she apparently she left with an armful of them.
Listen, I think when you go there, like you think it's going to run out of style, right? So you grab whatever it is. But then when you look at it 6 months later and it hasn't been touched.
Like, it is impossible to imagine Adele in a 77 shirt. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't see it either.
like at all.
No, I don't see it. It must have been for friends.
Maybe.
She lives next door to who she live next door? I think she lives next door to Jennifer Lawrence, and they're like best buddies.
Oh, are they?
I think so. Maybe
Is J-Law a huge
J-Law
Luka
got it.
fan?
Yeah, J-Law got
I
it.
live close to Rich Paul, and once in a, I mean, during COVID, it was so interesting because he would take walks, on the block, and
You pepper him with basketball questions.
I'm probably the only person that recognized him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Because he's not really, his face is not out there, but
He's not a big guy or anything like standing out.
Yeah, a smaller guy, but very nice.
And you never saw Adele on a stroll?
No,
Never saw her on a stroll.
In a 77 shirt?
not yet,
Not yet.
not yet. But I'm
That's
looking
coming.
for it.
That's coming.
I'm looking multiple 77.
So last night, you just kind of throw out. Everybody had their minds already in the All-Star break, and we just whacked those guys on Monday night. We're like, all right, we're going to win this thing. We were missing pieces, and I think that's a huge part of it. And also, just it's All-Star break.
That's right. But the pieces that we were missing are very, very, very clear of what we need in order to win.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Gabe Vincent, Dorian Finney-Smith, our defenders were not there.
Critical, yeah.
And it's just so important for us to be able to know that our defenders have got to stay healthy and they have to be on the floor, because we're not going to have a problem with offense, right?
Right.
It's not going to be an offense problem. Our issue is going to be we have to be a very good defensive team.
Yes.
And last night it showed.
Yeah. All right, so Super Bowl came and went. A bunch of points scored.
Yes.
And you donated meals for every point scored. Describe exactly what you had going on.
Yeah, so we came up with the Supper Club during the Super Bowl. The Supper Bowl, not Supper Club.
Oh,
You know what
the
I'm thinking
Supper
of?
Bowl.
The
I like
yes,
that.
The Supper Bowl during the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And because it was Super Bowl 59, we decided to give 59 meals away for every point.
Wow.
So, thank God, I think about 60 some odd points was scored.
The over did hit.
Right. And
You
that,
can thank the Eagles for that.
Yeah, I wish they would have scored 100.
And Kansas City garbage time.
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
meals.
Yes, a lot of meals. We
Very
gave away
cool.
close to 4,000 meals, and
That's
and it
amazing,
felt
man.
great. You
Yeah.
know, and it felt great. And I think one of the things that you look at is helping is one thing, but we've been really close to the fire victims
Yeah.
in the past month and a half, and we've been out there in Altadena, and actually last night I was in Pasadena High School. My boys had a playoff basketball game, and I got a chance to say hello to a lot of the people that were from the other team as well, and people we had helped. And it's just incredible. You see these individuals who, if you don't know it, they're still trying to live their life. But not until the moment that you bring up the subject that the emotions, raw emotions and tears just come down the face of adults, and that it just hits home to understand, what they were going through and, what we need to help with.
Last night after the game, they talked to J.J. Redick about this, and, J.J. said, I'm just – the All-Star break is going to be a couple of days of me trying to find an apartment because I'm tired of living in a hotel. And you think about that. That is
And filling out insurance claims.
filling out
He actually
insurance
said
claims.
that. Like,
I actually heard that. I was going to pick him up and tell him if he needs any help with it, I'll help him.
You're
But
the guy, yeah.
But let's think about it. This is the head coach of the Lakers that is still looking for an apartment with all that money that he gets.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine individuals, a lot of the people who were helping that were on the brink of retirement. And this was their nest egg. This was
Yeah.
everything. So, yeah, there's
It's
no
been-
really words.
it's been really-
no
and-
words, and God bless them.
Yeah, and by the way, you've done an amazing job with a lot of people, particularly in the Eaton fire. And if there are people out there that are still struggling with paperwork and FEMA forms and all that kind of stuff, there's actually you're involved in lawsuits against the people responsible for that fire, right?
Absolutely. So we have filed a number of lawsuits and filing more lawsuits by next week against Edison for anybody who has lost their home, partially lost their home, personal property in the Eaton fires, Pasadena, Altadena. But those are the cases we're actually handling as a law firm.
Right.
On the other side of it, we are doing pro bono work for anybody who is making claims against their own insurance company. They want to fill out the forms. They want to make sure somebody just reviews it and make sure they're getting the maximum even from their own insurance companies. And it's, we don't know this, but, a lot of people who lost their insurance had to get California Fair Plan.
Yes.
And California Fair Plan is the cheapest type of insurance you can get. And we have encountered them trying to get around paying people. So the bigger insurance companies are paying, but some of the smaller insurance companies are still playing games. And this we're doing pro bono. If you just need us to review your insurance policy, you want to understand what dwelling means versus, the outside dwelling, if you want to know how to even put together your list to get your personal property, anything that they're looking for, we're willing to help them.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, let you know if you are struggling with that, or it's raining today. I mean, if you get involved in an accident on the freeway, Jacob is the guy you call from the scene. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. And remember, calljacob.com. Jacob, great seeing you, man.
Thank you. Stay dry.
All right, and coming up next for you, some Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Luka era is on for the purple and gold.
And the NBA has never seen anything like this.
Rebound, Luka. Length of the court pass, LeBron. Lay it up and in.
Luka and LeBron, two of the greatest, are now together, and it's looking unstoppable.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic, and it wasn't in the All-Star game.
Yeah. Catch the dynamic duo as they dominate and make history in real time, right here on the home of Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers.
710 ESPN.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. And All-Star Weekend is almost here, and Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching your favorite players during the game and the Saturday night events like the 3-point contest. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. Prize Picks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Download the app today. Use the code TRAV to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV, T-R-A-V, for first-time users. Prize Picks. Run your game. Next Gen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. For a limited time, Next Gen is offering ESPN LA listeners a free water heater flush and anode rod with any plumbing repair. That's right. Keep your water heater running smoothly and extend its life with this complimentary service only from Next Gen. This is a great opportunity to make sure your water heater is in top condition while enjoying the professional, trustworthy service that comes with every Next Gen plumbing repair. Comprehensive multi-point inspections. NextGen provides root cause investigations for lasting solutions, not just surface level fixes. NextGen is here to help keep your home safe and comfortable. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Call 833-3NEXTGen. That's 833-3NEXGEN today to claim your free water heater flush and anode rod with every plumbing repair.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3NEXTGen.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
There you go. Cappy, what's happening, man?
Mace.
Yeah.
I have to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Did you just say to Jacob moments ago that you, on Monday night for the first Luka game, got a T-shirt?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't on the night of the event.
Okay.
But the day after, Anthony from our promo team brought me a Luka 77 T-shirt from last night. They had an extra, so I do possess one Luka T-shirt.
Okay. All
From
right.
opening night.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like if you would have gotten one the night of the game, I'd have been a little pissed.
Yeah. I mean, I walked by a lot of chairs with shirts on them, and
Right.
the impulse was there.
I know.
Grab
Me
a shirt,
too.
grab a
Me
shirt,
too.
grab a shirt.
But I just felt like, wait a second. So I'm down here by the floor. There's all these seats with all these shirts. I could very easily walk up and grab one. But wait a second. What kind of jerk am I? Because then the person who has the ticket for the seat is going to show up and go, "Where's my shirt?" Well, some jerk just took it. And by the way, when I went up from the floor, up the stairs and into the concourse, I saw a lot of people walking around crypto with like 10 or 12 shirts. So people did that. They went to chairs and they took other people's shirts.
Well, that's what Adele did.
Well, I heard.
Adele was grabbing T-shirts off chairs, and Rich was just egging her on. It's like, go. Go, Adele. And she walked out with 6-7 shirts.
Probably selling them on the dark web.
Yeah,
Two of them together.
And so I went into our suite that night, Mace. You were there.
I was there.
And, in the suite, there's probably I'd say, I don't know, call it 12 seats.
That
right?
sounds about right, yeah.
And then there's the whole hospitality area behind the seats.
Yep.
And I thought, well, there's some shirts here, but I'm not going to take one from our suite because those should be for our partners.
For
who we're
partners,
entertaining.
absolutely, yeah.
Right. And that's what I thought. When I heard you say you got a shirt, I'm like, you did not take one from the suite.
Yeah, no, the promo team loves me, and they brought me one back the next day.
Well, you're a lovable guy.
Yeah, thank you.
What can I tell you? Hi, Andy.
Hey, Cappy, how are you?
Miss you, buddy.
I miss you too.
Thank you.
Well, you just worked together yesterday, didn't you?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I miss Andy.
It was great.
Was it a great show?
Great time.
I missed yesterday's show.
It was really fun. It's your loss.
Yeah, I
is
know.
your loss.
Absolutely. So today it's you and Shadano?
George has quit, actually.
Again?
Yeah, he just quit. He just was like, I can't deal with
He's
it
just
anymore.
done?
He's
He's over it. He's got to call a game, and
he's just done with us.
he's off doing
He don't-
play-by-play
he don't
somewhere.
care.
Taking
No,
over.
actually, George, I believe, went from Dallas last night, where he was part of that broadcast between that. It was a great game, by the way, between Dallas and Golden State. And then I believe George flew back to L.A. today. And I also believe that this is based on communication I've had directly with said George Sedano, that he's going to actually be broadcasting from his home studio today because, Mace, you're not going to believe this. You ready for this?
Yes.
You know that we're on today till 6:30 rather than 6 p.m.?
What in the name of you? How are you going to get through an extra half hour?
Well, wait, but Mace.
Did you have to put extra material together?
Not only do I have to put extra material together, but they're giving me days off for working 30 minutes.
No.
Extra. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
So you work the extra 30 minutes and you get a day off?
Multiple days.
Multiple days.
Multiple days.
That's not real.
It's now in 15-minute
That's not
increments.
real.
So
No.
here's the deal. Mace, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
So I had no idea we were on today till 6:30, but USC is hosting, is playing against UCLA.
Yeah, we just
tonight
talked
in
to
women's
Lindsay
basketball.
Gottlieb from USC.
Oh, how cool. So here's the thing. When Lindsay hit me up earlier and she goes, hey, we're on till 6:30 tonight, I went, oh, we're out a half hour early. My gosh, I had no idea we were off early tonight. But then she was like, no, we're on an extra half hour.
Yes.
And then I had to remember that it wasn't, we used to be on 4 to 7, now we're on 3 to 6. So
Yes.
it's actually an extra 30 rather than getting out
But
an
you
extra
can't
30.
possibly get a comp day for working an extra 30 minutes.
No,
Multiple.
And let me tell you why Cappy deserves it. I'll tell you why. Because last year, and Cappy knows what I'm talking about, they scheduled Cappy off for a bunch of days without Cappy asking.
Oh,
but
really?
then they used those as personal days against Cappy, even though Cappy
boy.
didn't even ask for any of this,
This
right?
is so
Yes?
controversial. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I didn't ask for those days off. They made me take them.
Shadano, what say you?
Cabby's an idiot. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Why am I an idiot? What did I do?
I don't know.
You don't get an extra comp day for working an extra 30 minutes.
That's like a loving thing, though. That's not like, I mean,
right, he
you're
means it
already
in the best possible way.
No, I mean, I feel stupid for thinking that we were off at 6:30 and that meant we were off a half hour early. I mean, for
Yeah.
that, I feel dumb. I will acknowledge
Right.
that.
I was just going to say, why would you think that?
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
you just have no self-awareness is what it is.
Well, that
Right,
I
and
don't
that's
look at the
fine.
schedule. I never look at the
definitely
schedule. Do you guys look at the schedule?
no, I
mean,
I
most-
show up at
most
noon, I leave at 3:15.
Yeah.
I actually do look at the schedule because there's been a couple times where I've been on and I'm like, wait, I don't recall being asked for that day.
Right.
I guess I'm showing up.
See, I don't need to look at the schedule because I know when
Right.
I'm working. Right? I mean, it's kind of basic. It's Monday, I'm here. It's Tuesday, I'm here. I don't take scattered days off like you, Cappy.
So I'm kind of getting ripped right now Why
are you by who?
I'm getting ripped in the live YouTube chat.
Oh God, the YouTube chat can be harsh.
Here's what happened. I turned on the YouTube. So we use a piece of software called Switcher Studios, and I clicked into it. Okay, and then the microphone that is connected to my computer goes into the Switcher Studios, right? Okay. And I didn't realize it, but the mic was hot, and I was chatting with my son, and I told him that's a bunch of BS. But I used the word bull,
That's all right, yeah.
And that came out over the air on YouTube when I didn't even know I was potted up on YouTube.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That must have just rocked everybody's world.
So everybody, I think that is the first time many of these folks in the YouTube chat have actually heard the word BS.
Well, and they heard DeMarco the other day say Claire bleeping voyant. So there's that.
Oh, did he say
with no
that?
bleeping?
With no bleep?
Mm-hmm.
I had a bad day this week with a couple of words.
Beto was getting on
you?
his nerves.
Yeah.
You had to get dumped?
I dropped a shh and a one that I can't even allude to.
Did they dump you?
Yeah, no. Didn't it go? Did it go or did
Today?
it not go? No. This was on Monday.
I don't know.
No,
but George,
I
think it went.
They did dump DeMarco when he said Claire effing.
Well,
Voyant.
that's
they
good.
dumped it on the radio. Yeah.
No, should honor you occasionally. There will be an expletive from you.
I haven't. I mean, in a long time because of the YouTube component of it all now.
I never know when their cameras are on and when they're not.
Yeah, so I think I did it once on the YouTube, and then it was just like, you know what? I don't want to. I don't want that to be my brand on the air.
Yeah, I think that's not your brand.
It's your brand off the air.
It was funnier when you could do it, and it was just like you could dump it, and it was on the app, and we'd all get a laugh about it.
But now it's on YouTube, so people get it because there's no dump button for YouTube.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it when DeMarco said Claire effing Voyant the other day.
You know what? It's honest. It's real. Go for it, man.
It was
Go for
emotional.
it. Today he was calling the Astros Dodgers thing a caper. He said it's the Houston Astros pulled a caper on the Dodgers in 2017. A heist. Then a caper.
We talked about it as a caper, or
then a job, and then a scheme.
It's definitely a scheme.
It's a scheme for sure.
Because George, Cappy, there's a hierarchy to these type of operations. I think the scheme is the lowest form.
Yes.
Then there's a job, and then there's a heist. A heist is Ocean's
full-on
11.
heist. That's Ocean's 11. Yeah.
What would you guys call the Astros? What they did against the Dodgers? With the trash cans and whatnot.
What would I call it?
Caper.
Yeah.
Heist.
I would call it a fiasco.
Fiasco. It's good. Fiasco's good. Cappy, what about you? Is it a caper? Is it a heist?
I don't know. What's the old phrase? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I mean, they were just desperate, I guess.
They were desperate. Yeah, they've not had a good year. I mean, honestly, if you look at those individual players, they have not ever matched the performance that they had that year. Jose Altuve, in particular, not even close to what he did in 2017. So, yeah,
Well, he's also old now, right?
He is old, but he had that year was crazy that he had.
Yeah, but he had good years after that.
But if you look at it, it's sort of like I'll pull up the numbers. But if you look at it, he never has matched that.
Sure. 2017, he was also 27 years old. That's the peak of your powers, if for the most part.
Yeah, 28 to 32. I was considering baseball 28 to 32 being the prime.
Yeah, I don't. Not for a little guy like that. You know what I mean? He's a small guy.
He did have a Silver
5'6".
Slugger in 2018.
Yeah.
So the following year.
He batted .346, 40 points over his career average. He had a .957 OPS. Oh, forget that.
Wait,
Are you
but
playing
wait a second.
that
I'm
lame
looking at here.
baseball thing again this year?
In 32 years old, in 2022, he had 300.
But
he had
George,
100
he hit
runs.
346.
No, I get it, Mace, but you know what I mean? I get it. Everybody has outlier years, though. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not defending them.
But you do acknowledge that he was helped by what was going on.
Sure, but he still was a good player after, and he was a good player before.
Yeah, he was a good player, and then he was a spectacular player, and then he was a good player again. That would be my argument.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Cappy, how do you respond?
I don't. It's over now.
He
And
finished
the fact
fifth in the MVP vote in 2022.
Yeah. The fact is that the Dodgers have done what they needed to do
Yes.
to get people over this, which was win the World Series last year.
Exactly.
You know, prior to the World Series win last year, it was like, yeah, they won a World Series, but it was in a shortened season, and there were no fans, and blah, blah, blah. So no one really felt like they finally had gotten back to where they needed to get to kind of get over that whole cheating scandal.
Yeah.
I kind of think, like, I don't know about everybody else. Like, Dodger fans, are you guys over it or are you not over it?
No,
like,
never
I'm
be
long
over it. It's like
Yeah.
I'm stuck in a moment and I can't
you
get out
are?
of it, as
Oh,
you two
no.
would say.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I wanted to throw one last thing at you.
No, don't do it.
Don't do that.
It's too early.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I was actually going to throw a thing.
Oh, you're throwing a
Yeah,
real
I'm
thing.
not. I'm not faking a thing.
Not a
I'm
fake
actually
thing.
throwing a thing. So, Variety came out with the 100 greatest television performances in the 21st century. In the 21st century,
Is
yeah.
this the 21st?
Yeah.
So can I give you one of my personal favorites?
Yeah, I definitely want your favorite. Yeah.
My personal favorite, one of my favorite characters on television was Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven on Entourage.
Great.
I think Entourage though would have come in before.
Oh, it
the
might have
cutoff
been.
point,
It might
I
have been
think.
pre. It starts in 2000.
Oh no, yeah. So 21st century, you're right. So that was 2000. I want to say 3 or 4. So yeah, that was probably just after that. Of the 21st century. Is like Archie Bunker on the list?
No, that's the 20th century.
Oh, that's the 20th
That's
century,
the
right?
1970s, yeah.
So then why is Entourage? Isn't Entourage in the 21st
you know what?
century?
You are correct, Cappy. I'm
Is
looking
Ari
it up
Gold
right
in
now.
there?
No, but Entourage began in 2004.
Okay.
So it would have been. It would
Yeah,
have
so it should be.
qualified.
That's what I thought.
that
I was
certainly
right.
No,
qualifies.
you were correct. My apologies.
Number 1 went to Julie Louis-Dreyfus for Veep.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Veep is unbelievable.
Veep
I-
is so damn funny.
I know the show. Like, I mean, in other words, I know that it exists. And how many seasons were Veep? I don't know.
I thought 7.
It's just one of those shows that I never watch, and everybody tells me how great it
Oh,
is.
it's so great.
Okay.
Number 2, by the way, is Jeremy Strong as Kendall Roy on Succession.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's still in character right now, somewhere. He's still
Which one is he?
being Kendall. The
Kendall
oldest.
the son, the oldest
Okay,
son.
got it.
The number one boy.
He was great.
Number 3 is Elizabeth Moss, Peggy Olson from Mad Men. Anybody watch Mad Men?
Never watched
I
Mad Men.
did not watch Mad Men. I saw the first show of the first season, and it was intriguing, but I never kept up with it after that.
Number 4 is a show that I strongly recommend to everybody. It is available on Max. It's Lisa Kudrow in a show called The Comeback.
The Comeback.
It is number 4 on this list, which stuns me because I always thought I'm the only person that watched it, but apparently people
Remember,
at
these are
Variety
TV
did.
critics,
Right.
so they're all up on this.
And then number 5 is Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad, which
Oh, yeah.
you could certainly make a case for higher
Yeah,
than
he
that.
could be number 1.
What
Yeah.
about Billy Bob Thornton for Landman?
It's a little early.
Okay. Got it.
Did you watch Landman?
Yeah, you?
Billy Bob's great.
Yeah, he is great. So is Jerry Jones.
Have you Jerry Jones? Okay, I did this on the show.
Unbelievable.
I would put Jerry Jones in a movie. He is so good in his scene in Landman, matching with John Hamm and Billy Bob Thornton, which is two
there are a
big-time
lot
actors.
of cowboy fans who would prefer he go into Hollywood and
Correct.
quit his
But
day
he
job.
held his own as an actor. I thought he was great.
By the way, the fact that Ari Gold is not on there is pretty. I think that's pretty terrible.
Well, is anybody? From
Well, there's a
Entourage on
list
there?
of 100. We haven't gone through the entire.
I'm looking
don't
at. So
think
I see
so.
number 98 here. I like is Roy Kent from Ted Lasso.
Sure.
That's a great character.
Only 98. Wow.
I don't think Ari Gold or anyone from Entourage.
Nobody
made it.
from Entourage is in that.
I don't
Ari
think
Gold
so.
absolutely should be on any list. Like that character was honestly for when that show turned and it like the first 4 seasons of that show was unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it started to get like I still loved it. I watched it to the end. I watched the movies. I watched all of it. Like I'm an Entourage guy, but I get where people waned on it. But Ari Gold was the reason to watch.
Yeah,
the rest of
he
the
was
way.
great. The one that